done from inside his own 15. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Ducks offense is on the field for the first time today. And here he comes, just jump. Field, but what's going fast, the heart rates of everybody in this crowd, Jesse.
Well, this is a special player. All eyes in the stadium on this guy, David. You know the defense, they're going to have to find a way to try to slow this guy down.
And he's going to touch it every single play. He'll be the main focal point. Can he handle the pressure? Can he handle the big moments? Can he handle this stage and lead his team in a big moment?
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting him know it's going to be a long day. He's got it on the right. The expressway is wide open. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Ducks!
And I think a lot of people probably expected to see that, right? They're playing on the road, and you know this is going to be a hostile environment, but they've got the better players, and we've seen that before, and there was no hesitation. Opening drive, they go right down the field, they score a touchdown, and they made a statement.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point makes it 7-0. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a two-play drive. The kickoff team lining up to send this one away. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Wolverines offense has the ball for the first time. As dynamic as this guy is on the outside, Jesse, you know he's going to be peeking that way from the free safety position.
Yeah, he's been watching the film. This dude in the middle, man, he can light people up. So you can't tiptoe. You got to be aggressive and run in there. But this was a pretty interesting matchup today.
And I love safeties that make receivers think. Make them know they're going to be there over the middle of the field, and you better think twice about catching that football.
Coming after it. Dumps it off in the flats. That's some old-school, hard-nosed, tough running as he powers his way to the 30. Picked up some yardage with that completion, now second down. They'll go to the ground. Still running at the 40. Open runway ahead. He's at the 20. What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17. The entire complexion of this possession changed on that one play. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 20. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped. Now on 1st and goal as they try to answer that opener with a touchdown of their own. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. One to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Let's see what the offense dials up on 3rd and goal. Looking to throw it to Tamatova. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
And that's a great job by this defense. You don't care about yards anymore. Yards are arbitrary. Let them drive down the field, so be it. You want to keep touchdowns off the board, and they might have just done that with a sack right there.
Absolutely perfect.
And this guy has been a machine all season long. absolutely automatic. You know you're getting 3 points when this guy jogs on the field.
After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well, Palmer. They executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
And the Ducks in the hurry-up. What a great job they've done in Big Ten play up to this point, and you see them now feeling as if they can accomplish something big.
No doubt, Reese, and I think it's a great start to the season. Like, again, you have goals, and you have mid...
He's going to throw deep right side. And it's incomplete, going for the massive, explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down. To the ground to try to move the chains. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line.
Nice job by this offense converting the third down. Listen, third and short, they know you're going to run the football, and they still did a great job being physical. Third downs has been such a struggle for this offense. Bottom 50, one of the worst in college football. Nice job on that play.
Comes out throwing on first down. And he can't escape, and down he goes. Wolverines bringing the heat on the defensive front as they have so many times through the years.
And you just think about guys that just look great in their huge, big, strong. Aiden Hutchinson, Ojabo, a lot of these guys in the recent history, just they know how to get after the quarterbacks and make their life miserable.
On second down, wants to throw. Going deep. Catch inside the 30 and still running. Off he goes. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Oregon. That touchdown grabbed the 25th of his career.
Not surprising either. When you've got this guy's ability at that position, quarterbacks are going to be looking for you. 25 touchdown catches, that's an impressive figure.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys that have been so big time. Big time moments, clutch plays, makes those contested catches. He's a guy that can do everything, and that's why he's putting up such great stats.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first.
Flips a tackle, and he's got room. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. We talk a lot about Michigan building its offense around the running game, but they've always had an effective quarterback who can make plays down the field.
And I think some people hear effective, Reese, and take that as an insult, right? Like, I don't want to hear about my quarterback being effective. I want him to be explosive. I want him to be dynamic. But Michigan doesn't really have those guys most of the time at that quarterback spot. But when they find those good ones, they have great seasons.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw. It's Amatola. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with the sack.
And I love playing man coverage on the back end, getting in those receivers' faces. Don't let them feel comfortable and run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone, and my rush can't get home. Pressure them, pressure them, pressure them.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
Well, we talked to the offensive staff coming into this one. They knew going up against the top 25 defense with respect to sacks per game that they had to do a good job protecting the QB, but they have not been able to get that done so far. They've already now allowed 3 sacks in this game.
And the Wolverines decide to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. He'll call for the fair catch here. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Colin.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
He finds his man. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. He wants to throw. Time to take a shot. Hits him in stride inside the 10. And the defense couldn't corral him, and he took it all the way. Touchdown, Ducks! No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter out there. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Off the boot, looking for his man. Getting some heat. Slings it downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Oh, the ball squirts out. Now look what I found. I'd say that's a stroke of good fortune. The offense keeps it. We're through one period, and these receivers are showing out big time. Take a look at the stats. They'll start the drive here with 1st down to open this period. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the pressure gets to him, down goes the quarterback.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball. Throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
And whatever they did on 1st and 2nd down, don't do that anymore. 3rd and very long coming up.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted.
Going up top. Grabs it at the 25 in stride. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Oregon! This dude is revving his engine like that duck coming out on a motorcycle. He is putting up points and finding the promised land.
And it's nice to have a guy that can do that. Goodness gracious, they just keep finding at Oregon is trigger men, not only throw the football, but guys who can pick them up and put them down and make big plays.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. On the run from inside, and the ball is loose on the return. The kicking team's got it, and they take the ball right back. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike score. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on its heels. They're going to be a little bit more conservative. So this offense approach now, maybe I don't have to.
And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Ducks! Well, 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 somebody's been doing their box jumps.
You ain't lying. Getting up in the air. Hey, listen, I'm taking a picture of that, saving it. That might be my screensaver on my phone. That vertical way up in the air.
And the extra point was good. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Returner will field it and try to get some field position. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. Right? The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field. Find those guys down the field.
And you know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
Listen, if I'm a QB, second down, I want to check the ball down and get a manageable third down. But when this defense is flying around like this, so fast closing out, he got to that running back, got him on the ground so fast, the running back had nowhere to go.
Scanning the field, it's Amatola. And he is snowed under, sacked at the 7.
What can't you say about how dominant this guy has been each and every week? He's making a case for the Heisman Trophy. He's making a case for every major college football award. He's making a case to be the #1 overall pick in the NFL draft. That's now his 20th sack of the season.
The Wolverines will punt this one away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Line gets set. First down. He wants to start this drive with a pass. He tries to take the top off. He caught it. They will score. Touchdown, Oregon.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
He'll take the return, try to get better field position. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They've got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge.
Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. And the senior just snatched the ball out of the air and gave it back to his offense.
And that's just excellent coverage. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board, and you still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
Throws to the wideout. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. And the offense makes the tackle in frustration after the interception. Drive comes up empty, and it's a turnover. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. They'll leave it with him. Tried to fight his way through that tackle, but he's brought down. This offense has a second down play. Looking for a man. It's Amatola. He's going to get stopped, trapped, and it'll be a safety.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they do.
The return is brought down at the 45. And the Oregon offense will take over.
The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
Yeah, and you got to put that frustration behind you. You can't turn it over. That's a cardinal sin. You know better than that, Jesse. You can't take points off the board, but you got to move on.
He's going for the big play. And they won't make the connection going for the big play. The Ducks moving quickly to the line. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there. Now trying to keep this drive alive on 3rd and long from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. 3 straight misfires has left them staring at 4th and 10, but they'll try it again. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it's incomplete, and the defense stands tall and gets off the field. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like, this is an opportunity. This is the big...
And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Wants to fire on 2nd down. And here's a fumble way behind the line. And the defense has it there going the other way. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
Those are hard for offensive linemen when they get beat. And you're going, no, look out for your blind side. Watch out. But great job rushing the quarterback, getting him on the ground, and getting the football out. A little extra bonus. Nice job by the defense getting nasty.
Receiver looks it in. It's complete. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. The Ducks looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. Wants to throw on 1st down. Going for it all. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks!
And that's what I love about empty sets and formations on offense, is that when you spread the defense out, you create bigger lanes to throw into. You saw it right there.
And that kick was perfectly down the middle.
Oregon 51, Michigan 3.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Set to kick it off.
Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something. And a sack all the way back at the 5. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Just finds that little crevice, and he's still up. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. Trying to find his man on first down. And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. The give to the back. On the move at the 30. Big gainer there that'll look good in the stat column, but not quite enough to put any points on the board before time expires here in the first half. And the Ducks will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Nothing went right in that first half, and the first order of business here. Try not to be embarrassed any further.
But the comeback is possible. Remember 2006, Michigan State down 35 to Northwestern at halftime? They somehow came back and won the game. But it all starts on one play, and that has to happen here on this first drive for the offense.
Yeah, the first possession, because your possessions, you're only going to get so many possessions, and you've got to score on every single one of them. Offense, defense, special teams have to play out of their mind, but they have to believe.
He's going to pass. Fires to the big fella. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game. Now on second down. Out of the gun. The running back has it. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete.
Well, after struggling so much in the first half, you thought they would have made some adjustments here at halftime to see if they can open up this passing game. But early on in the second half, you're just not really able to get that done. Incompletion on 3rd down in your own end, you're expecting them to punt.
They're able and return right at the 30-yard line. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. He's looking to throw it. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. The Ducks come to the line in the hurry-up. He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. And they got him for the sack. They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Trying to get behind the defense. He's got it down the left. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. The Ducks will snap it on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, the inside give. Able to pick up a couple down to the 27. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Tough run in this part of the field. He's got 4 down to the 23. From the gun, the give, looking for room. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the first down.
And obviously, this is one of the best offenses in the country, and it's because they get first downs. Top 10 in the nation picking up first downs. How nice is it to know you can turn around, hand it off to that guy right there, and let him go to work?
And listen, they didn't get the huge playoff of that, but I love the ability to show that and be able to show plays off of that jet motion and just show them you're willing to complete it. But, you know, get those little chunks at a time. It doesn't have to always be a home run. It's still a successful play.
Let me tell you, this senior quarterback can flat fit it in a tight window. Trying to barge in. Touchdown, Oregon! And the stomping has commenced. The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
Take a little exhale. You know, you did your job. You got points. Now you put your defense in a position where, hey, go out and get another stop. We're in great shape, so the offense definitely taking care of their business.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive and close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. Looking for blockers. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
What a beautiful day for the defense. A sack for you, a sack for you. Everybody gets a sack. Everything good happening for this defense.
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Oh, it looks as if the defense got it. That ball was just lying there forever in the end zone, and the defense finally pounced on it. And with the extra point, they pushed the lead out a little further. They're out there to kick it off. The return team must rivet that ball to their rib cage. Can't afford another turnover. On the move from inside his 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Going to the ground. Oh, the ball's on the ground. The offense somehow fell on it, and they'll retain possession. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. The run to the left. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Wow, this offense is just stuck in the mud. They've already punted 4 times, and it's 3rd down now. Flips it out in the flat. Open space at the 25. Racing to the right. Inside the 30. The 10. Touchdown, Wolverines. And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him 1.
Man, that D-tackle is a freak athlete. Did you see him come out of his stance and beat the offensive lineman, getting to the running back? Cat-like quickness.
On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. It's complete to the left. He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the 1st down. Facing a 3rd down and short from the 26. To the ground to try to pick up the 1st. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down. time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth-quarter comeback. They'll lead the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. On fourth down, trying to find his man. Hit as he throws. That ball never had a chance, and they'll turn it over on downs. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field.
This is so a Jesse Palmer move. Exactly what he would do. Continue to put the foot on the accelerator, try to rub it in. Can't win by enough. Got to look good in the polls. This is your kind of offense.
And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. Now on second down. Looking for a man. It's Tamatova. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. And guys, they really need to make something happen on this third and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position. First down here for the offense. Back to the ground game on the left. Trucks through the defender. Makes the stop at the 49, but not before he gets in plus territory, gets 15 and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give, and tick, 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 tick. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. A third and long coming up here. Wide receiver now comes in motion. On third and long, try to convert through the air. Fires the pass, intercepted. Bringing it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
Never say die attitude, and I love that, especially these young players, because they're out there competing. And I know the scoreboard right now doesn't look pretty. They're not going to come back and win this football game, but I just love kids that are competing until there's zeros on the board.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. He's looking to throw. A strike downfield. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7. So close to cashing it in for this offense. Dropping back, it's Tamatova. And good coverage and better hands by the defender to knock it down in the end zone. Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. They'll run play action. And he gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And that one is picked off in the end zone. He looked as if he thought he had it all the way, and this junior makes a play.
The number one objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much, late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. The sure hands. It's Robinson. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
You see all this movement in football now, all the stint in the defensive line. They're sliding right before the snap, creating confusion for the offensive line. Then they're moving back and stunting. Really good job by the defense. Continue to move.
And down he goes. Not sure about putting your quarterback in harm's way there.